Hey, it's Bill Gross, the LA Probate Expert.com with an update on today's market. Are we headed for a real estate bubble or crash? Are things getting better, worse? Well, let's dig into the numbers. I came across a great article this week in DS News. I want to share with you the outcome, I think, of what they're showing, the bottom line of the numbers. And what you can see is this is a year ago, June 2020. And you can see that the number of pending escrows, 398,000, was more than the number of listings that came on the market in that same month. And so it was a decrease in inventory of 50,000 houses. Now, what that really means is a couple things. One is inventory got used up, kind of like going to the market where the shelves aren't completely full like they might normally be. And also, there's been more buying property off the market, partially because of COVID, partially because of the hot market, than ever in my career. Now, a year later, June 2021, you can see that while there's a few less new listings, there are significantly fewer pendings in the market, and that difference, that shortage, has gone down. Now, kind of think about the market. If you shop, the store shelves can only go so far before they're at zero. They can't really go negative. They can go negative by the warehouse also dropping its inventory, if you think that through. And so this is true with the real estate in general, that there's less houses on the market, but that negative is easing up a little bit. It doesn't mean the market is getting worse for sellers. It's not getting as much better as fast. Sometimes a reduction in speed feels like you're slowing down, or I should say a reduction in acceleration, a reduction in the increase of speed feels like you're slowing down, but you're not really. So what does all that mean? Well, a couple things to keep in mind when you get any articles at all about the real estate market. One, real estate is ultimately a hyper-local industry. All that really matters is the value of your house, the one that you want to buy or the one that you want to sell. So let's run the data on that house and see where the market is in your price range, in your market right now. Number two, things can move very quickly. This could be the beginning of a trend, or it could be a blip in the way to another increase in a seller's market. There's no way to know. And of course, there's no way to know what the future news is. Are we going to war with Iran? Are we going to war with China? If you know the answer to that question, that will affect where real estate prices are going to go. But nobody really knows that future. So here's what I always recommend to people. And this goes back to my initial training in business. Don't try to outguess the market. If you need to sell a house, sell the house. If you need to buy a property, buy a property. If it makes sense for you to invest, given certain criteria, buy a property and invest. But don't do it to outguess the market. It's way too complicated and way too many factors. And right now, we're in a very volatile time. So if I can help you analyze your situation, call, text, or email me, reply to this email, or call me or text me at 310-210-0008, 310-210-0008. I also host some live weekly calls. Love to have you participate. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Let's make this week your best week ever.